Welcome to today's Seidokan Saturday. So I looked back through my 300 plus videos and I realized I haven't done a whole lot on this concept in other videos anywhere, even though I've mentioned it. Juji Uke, the cross block. Oft maligned because the question is, if somebody's punching you, why would I block with two hands and leave? Oh, that's bad. If somebody's kicking me, that also is going to hurt my hands anyway, especially if he's coming in with a good hard raking kick. So why do we do this? What are its uses? The first thing to understand that a lot of people don't get, because in karate we practice static check positions that a lot of fight guys who just fight aren't used to. But if you've done legit MMA, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, played golf, they'll do check, stop positions for form and technique in anything. So people need to understand that, I guess, from a teaching, learning perspective. I'm not just fighting balls to the wall to knock my students out every day. We're working on technical improvements. The cross-hand block gets a bad rep because people think of it as that static position. But what we're doing here is if he's punching high or low, I don't know what he's going to do. If he's punching high, I'm not going to just stay here and block where he can kick. I'm immediately going to start moving it to one side or the other. The side that I just direct his hand toward is going to be determined by which hand I have on top. So in this case, I have my right hand, so that's going to be my push hand, guiding it into the pull hand, which then puts me in a position to do what I'm going to do to follow up. If I go the other way, and I end up with my left hand on top, then I'm going to turn it the other way. Now we can do maybe Shibonage, which I just put Max through a few rolls on that a minute ago. So if I block right hand up, push toward my left hand. If I block left hand up, push toward my right hand. And I might make a bigger circle, coming into an arm break, taking it over the top, and into the Tweety throw. So I'm not using this as a static position. It's a lead-in. If the attack is low, and especially, we won't pull out a knife because knife techniques get sort of nebulous. But if he's just doing that repetitive stab, this works really well, but we'll take it from a basic punch now, a body punch, right? I jump back here. Again, if I stay here, he's clocking me in the head, he's headbutting, he's kneeing, or whatever else. But if I immediately am moving and bringing it in to my Tweety technique, now we have some control. And again, which way I go is determined by which hand's on top. What I don't do is this. Ha! Dumb. What I do is this. Immediately go into some other movement. Okay? Kicking, same idea. The difference here is I'm not gonna. He's got big, thick, hard shins. That's just going to hurt. So I'm going to use it as a deflect. And I can pull past. Now I have him out of position, and I'm in position. Ready for that? Where you go? Because we did 100 other things in class just now, but that wasn't one of them. Surprise. He kicks. I pull the other way. This is right out of Pinyan Yondan, which I may have demonstrated on that technique. We can circle. So one of the drills we did earlier is he punches, and I go right over the top, coming this way. Left over the top, coming this way. Right over, left over. Right, etc. How long did that take me to get from here to there? You got to practice this so it goes quickly, okay? People say, oh, it doesn't work. Okay, I may have to hit him first, but then I can still get here and pull his elbow, and we're in a good position. But we practice. So I punch, he does cross block, takes it around one way, boom, good. Cross block, takes it around the other way, go the other way, yeah, there you go. And then I have kotegash. And we drill that in that position, static-ish, so that when he punches and then he's going to follow up his punch, he doesn't get to follow up his punch because I'm already moving. I'm not stopping in that position, okay? So up high, down low. As a block, or as a receive uke, I'm receiving him. Isn't that nice of me to receive him? It's so nice. He kicks. I receive him. And then I move into whatever other technique I'm going to do. As a block, Juji Uke. Next week, I'll try to remember, I'll watch this back. We'll look at Juji Uke as choking, Juji Gatame, or as arm bars. One other thing, just as a block, is I don't have to do it. We practice several things like this. We do simultaneous hands. But what if I went 1, 2? We can break them up. We practice this as simultaneous. But what if I went 1, 2? Or 1, 2? So we can break it up. Same with Juji Uke. He kicks, I break it up. He punches, I break it up. It's a block and a hit over the top. There is in Matsumura Seito, that's one, instead of on, for example, our Goju Shiho, we drop down and do this. The Matsumura Seito does this. And so again, whatever his strike is, I block, punch over it. Now I can still follow here, like we would in Pinyan Godan. We can still roll, back fist, all the other things that we can add on. So I'm not staying static. I can separate it, make it a block and a strike. If I do use it together, I'm moving around. Go overhead club, grab. So he hits overhead club. I come in. My cross block is here. I'm starting open hand this time because it just makes it easier. I could go close hand, same thing. If I stay here and just block, that buckles down on my head. But if I block and I'm moving, feeding it into this hand, now we have all sorts of other fun things we can do. So we're never going to be static when we do the Juji Uke, the cross hand block. And if you'll examine your Seidokan Kata, our Seidokan Kata, anytime we do this, there's an immediate something else following right after. It's never a static position. Make sure. So those are just some ideas of where you can move with it. And again, it takes drill on individual components of those movements. So we have to know the arm lock, which came from Seidokan number 7, the one I just did. We have to know the circular movement of the crossing block. We have to know the opening of the hands, which we do in Pinyan Godan. So once you connect all of the dots, this is a moving technique that supplies you with an endless potential of finishing holds, finishing strikes, takedowns, etc. Thanks for joining. Like, share, subscribe. And most importantly, until next week, as always, let's keep practicing.